Good morning, everybody. It's 11 minutes past 9 o'clock right now. Welcome back to the program. And look who is here. And boy, look what she brought to us, Jackie. We've been talking about it for the last couple of days now. It is, how do you say it? Hot.
It is so hot and perfect timing. Sherry Clark, thank you for joining us with Fork in the Road when we're talking about staying hydrated and having some beverages to drink that are refreshing, delicious, and not the typical, like, do I really have to drink more water?
Again.
So boring. Exactly. Okay, so what can we do to spice things up, but still do it in a healthy way? Because a lot of times when we're grabbing for a beverage, the other option is something that has a lot of sugar and other things that maybe we don't also want to be putting into our body.
Right. And the thing about sugary drinks is they really aren't refreshing. Not only are they high in calories, but they really don't, they make you want more, but it's not really hydrating.
It's not quenching anything.
Exactly. And it's not.
So what your body's looking for is just water.
Right.
It's looking, you need to have a vehicle to get the water into your system.
Exactly.
Okay.
And one of the ways of doing that is to eat, believe it or not, to eat hydrating foods like fruits and vegetables. So cucumbers, let's think about what cucumbers are like. Really a whole lot of water. Watermelon, another whole lot of water. So think about what you eat. That's one source of hydration.
Okay.
And another source is, of course, what we sip. So not alcoholic beverages notwithstanding, let's keep that off the table, at least for this segment. We can talk about that another time. But because alcohol dehydrates us.
You, yep.
And then we drink more because we're dehydrated, and then, well, we know it's a downward spiral, and you wonder why the next day you don't feel well. One other thing I want to say before we start tasting. Why is it important to stay hydrated? It's not just because, because we know that we need to keep our organs going. It's a lot of other things. If you have no other good reason to do it for vanity. You get wrinkly when you're dehydrated. Let's think about it. The skin is mostly water. So if you're dehydrated, your wrinkles are going to show a little bit more. So there's that. I don't know if you've noticed that sometimes you have the afternoon slump, especially when it's hot out.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like we have last night, yeah.
You're probably dehydrated. If you were to pound 16 ounces of water, you would find your energy coming back. Think about a plant. You add water to the plant, what happens?
Rinse comes up, yep.
Exactly.
And that happens to us as human beings
It
as
happens
well.
to us, and we underestimate how important that is.
Okay, so let's find some flavorful ways of staying hydrated.
Let's get drinking. Okay. So let's start tart. So the more bulby cup there with the mint sticking out of it.
Okay.
It will give you a little hint. I'm giving you hints with my garnishes about what's inside. So this is a no-calorie beverage.
No calorie.
Zero.
What?
There may be
What are
two.
you using to sweeten it then?
I'm using stevia, peppermint stevia, and some crushed mint, lime juice, and seltzer water.
Oh, this is going to be good. I can
Yes.
tell you right now,
Yes. So it's tart, and when I juiced the limes to make
Oh, that is really good.
isn't that good?
That is awesome.
What I like about it is it tastes like a cocktail. To me, it's like if you're like, I know I shouldn't be having a cocktail, I'm going to be driving, or it's
This is awesome.
I'm doing like when babies try a lemon for the first time and they're like that puckered look.
And the reason it's puckery, even though
I can feel it right here.
I know you like that kind of flavor. The reason that it's that way is when I juice the limes, instead of using the lime press that you would pull typically to, like when we were making margaritas, let's just say for the sake of discussion.
Okay.
I threw the entire lime, so you're getting the zest and the pith.
That's real.
The rind and everything.
I put the
gives
whole
it that
thing.
extra
Little zing.
Yeah, it definitely gives it
I'm
more.
doing that again. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, it's a tart.
That's tart.
It's tart, but here's the other thing.
Okay.
Bring it over here if you're not going to drink
There
it.
you go, Lou.
Are you going to finish that drink?
Okay.
It's all you, sir.
So let's move up a little bit on the scale and
Yes,
let's get a
please.
little more sweet. So let's go to the stemmed glass.
Okay.
I've given you a hint about one of the ingredients in there. And there's one other ingredient. What goes good with that? The one I said is really full of water, not cucumber.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Watermelon
So,
in
yeah, watermelon and strawberry. So, and if the strawberry's in your way,
like
you can use a
use the
straw.
straw this
Yeah,
time.
perfect. So I really love this one, and just like with your limes,
It's an interesting combination.
it is an interesting combination. And just like with the limes, I threw the rind and the seeds and all of it in.
Everything.
If you wanted it to be sweeter, you would take the outside off, but I didn't want it to be sweeter because we're going from tart to sweet today.
See, I love something like this because I love every part of a watermelon and strawberry. So this is, to me, is very refreshing.
Yeah, this is not super sweet, which is one of the things that makes it awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. Now, if you had a
like that a
really
lot.
sweet watermelon and you took the rind off and you used, sweet strawberries, it would get sweeter. Remember that. That's the beauty of using natural fruits and vegetables. No two are going to taste the same.
Same.
That's
Okay.
beautiful.
I love this
I
one.
thought
Okay.
you might like that.
All right,
Okay.
what's next?
Now let's go a little bit sweeter. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the, thank you, Lou.
The one without the straw.
The one without the straw.
Okay.
And what that is a lemonade. And it's a lemonade that I've added peaches to.
Ooh.
Peach lemonade.
Peach lemonade.
Oh,
it
this is
is
gonna be good, too. I was
gonna say, that sounds amazing to me.
Sweeter for sure. So the way that I do that, because peaches don't really juice, so I make
That's true.
yeah, they're kind of fleshy, and then there's that pit, which would ruin your blades. So I used lemonade, homemade lemonade.
Okay.
So for that I use lemons, surprise, honey, and water. That's it.
Okay.
And then for the peach puree, I just throw peaches through a blender, blend them up, and then strain them, and then stir that into your lemonade.
Oh, wow.
That's a really nice. That's a nice flavor too. A lot of people like peach iced tea.
Yes.
Okay, that's what this reminds me of. Yeah.
Yes, I really like that. Now, if you think, Sherry, too much work.
Yeah, I was going to say, you went all the way, which we appreciate very much. But if I don't have that kind of time in my kitchen.
The lazy man's version is to use Simply Peach, which you can buy in the store.
Whoa, Simply Peach?
Simply Peach.
Oh my God, I didn't know they had that.
It's delicious. It's really nice. Remember, always read the ingredient labels, and this one gets Sherry's seal of approval.
Okay.
And then a lemonade that you can also buy at the store. Once again, Honest. It's a little bit cleaner. Again, remember.
People are familiar with Honest Tea. It's the same company.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Yep.
Oh,
So
okay.
there is the cheater way of doing it, and what you would do would be your ratio would be about 2/3 peach and 1/3 lemon, and you can see I've done that. I've done the cheater way as well. The other thing I didn't share with you, the cheater way of doing the first one that we tried. The tart one, you can get an unsweetened lime sparkling water. It won't be as tart as what I made you because they're using juice and not rind and pulp. But
I love the rind and pulp in that.
I do too. I do too.
Okay.
Now for our grand finale, it wasn't. I think it was this week. Might have been yesterday. Was Pina Colada Day?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I made you an NA, non-alcoholic Pina Colada.
All right.
Once again, simple, 2 ingredients, actual real pineapple juice, and then a little bit of coconut milk to give it some body
Okay, I'm all about
and
this.
some sweet and. So give it a stir because
little bit
it's-
of froth.
Yep, it separates because the pineapple will separate from the coconut because they weigh different amounts, so one will rise to the top.
Okay.
But I really love that. And
That is really good too. It's
And-
got a nice tartness to it as well.
it does.
I love pineapple.
I do too.
The only way this would be better, Sherry, is if we were caught in the rain.
Oh no, no.
I was gonna say rum,
If
but whatever
start
you wanna do.
Yeah,
Part of the song.
he's gonna sing to me. We can live without that.
Sherry, these
They
are
got it.
These
Okay.
are great ideas and options, and I love all of them because it is helping us keep us cool, hydrated in a very tasty way, no matter what your palate might be. But why in the heck do I have cat food on mine? Is this going to keep me hydrated as well?
The
or-
cat food is a prompt for me. It's
Oh.
my cue card. It's so that I remember.
Okay, I thought maybe that would hydrate you.
No. It's so that I remember to tell you and remind viewers, our pets don't have the option of making these delicious beverages. Our pets are at our behest. So we need to keep not only changing the water in the water dish to keep it fresh, because who wants to drink old hot water? But what I do for Lotus, and what I think it's pretty appropriate that the can of cat food there is Lotus brand. What I do when I feed Lotus and it's hot like this is I will add about a 1/4 cup of water to the food and mix it in there thoroughly, because cats, as an example, notoriously do not drink water. If you're feeding your dog kibble, consider switching to wet food during these hot days. Let's get some also hydration because it taxes them. Who wants to wear a fur coat in this heat?
Yeah, and they don't sweat. So
Exactly.
you have to remember that too. They have to get rid of the heat by breathing.
And when you see your pet panting, that's a sign that you need to get them into the shade. You need to get some fluids into them, whatever that
And I would imagine that Lotus, especially if you add water to that cat food there, is probably lapping it up
Yes.
even more, because then she realizes what's going on too, is she's getting her hydration.
Well, Lotus is a he, but
Or he, I'm sorry.
that's okay. But he absolutely, and I notice a change in his energy and enthusiasm level. And if you monitor and love your pets, you'll see that too.
Right. So
Just keep
very
talking so I
valid
can keep
point.
drinking.
Yeah, good point, especially with the kibble because that's as dry as it can get.
Yes.
Let's all think of each other when it's this hot outside. But thank you for giving us some great ideas on how to do it in a more fun way, because I'm with you. I'm tired of drinking just plain old water. So if people want to get the ingredient ideas or recipes, how can they follow along?
An email to me would hit me if you did info@fork-road.com or www.fork-road.com, and say cheers to me and tell me what you're drinking today. I'm wanting to
Love
hear
all
that.
of these. They're great.
Okay, so just the whole line
The
goes in there.
whole line.
All right, we're
I'm
doing
gonna stick
that
to
when
my
we get home.
strawberry and watermelon.
There
All
we
right,
go.
we're going to continue to celebrate